can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want to have an honest job?
I hate her voice.
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
so
like he can't clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I think
Simone.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you're making this hard for me. Okay, all right.
You know, he has to be an entrepreneur,
a business owner. He getting one of them stimulus packages from Donald Trump, one of them small business loans, and he ain't buying jewelry with it.
Or moving into that direction.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm a good dad. You're not a good dad because you don't respect me. How the you showing these kids you a good father and you don't respect their mother? You're not a great dad, my nigga.
No. You're doing too much. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, she sounds like a turkey.
The fact that Martin Luther King is the man that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife. That is triggering. Yeah. Well, I'm a good dad. You're not a good dad because you don't respect me. How the you showing these kids you a good father and you don't respect their mother? You're not a great dad, my nigga.
No. You're doing too much. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, she sounds like a turkey. Listen to that. Since you're an entertainer. Very good one. But it's not like, you know, in times of national emergency, the world, the country turns and says, what's going on Wild 'N Out? What's B. Simone saying? All it takes for you to come down to reality, B. Simone, is one wrong post. You are one viral video away, one internet canceling away from being back at Forever 21 selling shit.
Just my finances. Like the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid. Yeah. I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account. But
B. Simone's biggest mistake was not being humble with her blessings. When she was at the top of her game, she forgot where the fuck she came from. She was very fleshy, very fleshy. And now, when shit turned upside down, now it's Jesus, Jesus.
So y'all, I look a freaking mess because I have been in this room weeping, crying. Do you hear me? This is my meditation prayer room. It is an absolute mess, but I've ordered so much stuff off Amazon because I'm redecorating it, reconstructing it. And if y'all want to see the details of that, it's on my YouTube. I've been vlogging the whole journey, but I found my journal and my diary from 2014. It's literally the 10-year anniversary this month. My first journal entry was September 19th, 2014. I'm gonna read y'all some of this, and this is why writing and manifesting and putting it down and writing down the vision and making it plain is so important. I'm literally gonna do a whole podcast episode on this because I want to read a lot of this, but I'm gonna share a little bit with y'all.
I retract my statement. I bring her down to a
Hey,
5.5.
what was y'all
definitely a 5. Hey, I'll just put it in the chat. She definitely a 5 right there.
Man, y'all was all on the gas calling that girl a 6 or a 7.
No, I think she only low because she got a little. She gained it. Like now she low, but before she wasn't a 6.
No, dog. That bitch is ugly. She got all that. She looked like she got some bad acne. She was scratching and wasn't taking care of her goddamn skin.
Hey, really? Anytime I see a woman's place and it's dirty, I automatically look. She's a 5 because women are clean. Like good women are clean. Like that messy shit is for niggas. Like we can have that, and you were saying we organize. You know what I'm saying? We straighten. We don't clean up whatever. anytime I see a woman's house like that, it's always of a certain character of women that live like that. Because again, unless one of these beautiful people in the chat wants to argue with me, you'll never see an attractive woman living like that. Like when talking about inside, outside, attractive, they never live like that, bro. Ever.
No, I gotta get some pushback on that one, bro. I know some bad digs that live in filth.
So then why are they still bad to you? Because remember, my point was they good inside and outside. So if they live like that, and a woman living in filth, how can she still be bad? Like, why does that qualify as bad for you still?
But I mean, we're basing this off of looks, right?
No,
not a
filth, right?
You said what?
You said some bad ones that live in filth.
Yeah.
So again,
they physically look good, but when you go to their house, yeah, their cars are filthy, the house is filthy. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so then to my point, the women that are good on the inside and out, that look good on the inside and outside, a good looking woman on the inside is not living like that. So maybe if you're just talking about physical, then cool, yeah, but that's not what I was talking about. I don't know any good women who live or look like that, or even present themselves to the world that way. Anecdotal as that may be, I think that I may be blessed to not be around a bunch of ratchet bitches, but the way that she just was proud to display her domicile, that's wild to me. Like, y'all was calling that lady, you just said 6 and 7, like she's regular. Like she's regular, but was on Wild and Out for a couple seasons.
She's worse than that, because I've actually seen clips of her talking about how she don't like to shower daily. You know what I'm saying? Just all those terrible comments that she's made. Like, listen, crazy.
The one thing I'm not gonna do is discuss.
Always been discussed.
Is like debate something about a musty motherfucker. Like that's wild.
You feel me?
Like respect to the men. I didn't notice that this was a thing until I went to the military, on how someone's perspective on bad is really where they come from. Because Cass was saying, yo, she bad. And again, where I was raised, it's a different perspective. Like some of the girls be like gorilla looking chicks and these dudes be pressing them. I'm like, really? B. Simone is basic, yo. Like, I don't care where you put her. This girl is basic. That's why I was saying when JR was on the panel, I'm like, are you serious? If we wouldn't talk about her, we wouldn't talk about her if she was not on a screen.
B. Simone don't have ass.
On JR, he wouldn't date her.
Wait. Wait. So I want to ask the panel a real quick question. It's just a simple yes or no will help. Are we saying that a woman can be bad if she doesn't have ass and titties? Like, is that what we're agreeing?
Depending on your preference.
Yeah, for sure.
Would it be
the preference?
Sally, you can't be bad with no ass to me.
Sally,
you got a flat ass, you can't be bad.
As M. White said earlier, I just realized how vain I am. Because I had no idea B. Simone didn't have ass. That would have been my first pushback. Like she built like a capital letter P. She built like a Puerto Rican. So like,
I'm saying though, most supermodels that would arguably be considered a 9 or a 10,
I wouldn't date. I don't like them.
I'm sorry, but we're not talking about
those are titty pinks though, man. Nobody gives a shit about the titty.
We're not talking about like the non-melanated spectrum. We're talking about for black men and the men that
you can't be bad without titties. You can be pretty, you can't be bad.
Yeah,
you need ass at least.
Part of your aesthetic is your body, and if you built like you got an immature boy body, like you got a cute face, you can't be bad. I don't see.
Yeah, y'all be bad as hell, bro.
It is what it is. You just pretty.
It's the preference.
I mean,
you can't be bad with an ugly face.
I'm not attracted to women that are built like teenage little boys. So I just don't think that qualifies as bad. But then in her spot, like she don't have ass, and she annoying, and she don't take baths, and she saying that shit she said about fathers and all that other like, and her voice sound like that, bro. Hell no.
She got too much of herself.
Man, one of you niggas open up.
Hey, Viz. I'm sorry, I call him man Vic. Hey, Viz, and another thing, the girl's still putting a part in a goddamn eyebrow. I thought we stop that at 96.
Bro, and that's makeup. It ain't even a real part. It's makeup.
Hey,
it ain't?
3 cuts in your eyebrow, trying to wild out.
That's what I'm thinking.
I haven't seen that since Big Daddy Kane, Diz.
Yo,
No,
I'm surprised.
I think we got derailed a little bit. We kind of fell off the topic at hand.
Yeah, I
So
forgot
what's the question,
what
Trey?
the topic was.
God
Trey,
damn.
what's the question?
Hey, Darwin,
What's
I'll let you go. Darwin, what did you hear?
I mean, I just heard a woman who got humbled, pretty much. She let time catch up with her, and that's typically what happened. Is what's happening with most of these women today. I mean, that's it. She could have.
Damn.
I mean, as bad as y'all
Damn.
said, subjectively,
Damn.
she doesn't look all that attractive.
Hey, crazy.
Oh, she look crazy now. Damn.
It's
Yeah.
also she had her run, she had her prime. I mean, it might not have been the best prime to be measuring her against other
Yeah,
women in
now
that-
it's
in their
it's kind
20s.
of a struggle.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
she had
saying,
opportunities, she just blew it. That's all it is.
But
well,
question.
I'm saying though, fellas. So realistically,
But, let me
if
say one
she,
thing, though,
if
Viz.
she,
What I
go
did
ahead.
hear, how she listed out the things that she wanted from the man that would qualify to be with her. And I think she knows that she can't qualify for him. I think she knows that she's punching out of her weight class. It's just that she has so many enemies that want to see her with an average guy or a guy that she don't desire because she made so many enemies, and she's trying to get validation from women. She's not even worried about male validation right now. She's just trying to get validation from women, and she don't want her enemies to see her suffer by selecting somebody who's not some of the things she listed: entrepreneur, making all this $250,000 or whatever salary he's making. So
Darwin, the girl is batshit crazy. You didn't see her with the bleach talking about, I used to have this type of money in my account and I'm tripping out. That's like them ladies you see on Fifth Avenue that lost it all, that's bugging out, that just need that crack pipe to make it go away. Do you see the trauma in her eyes?
Yeah, I ignore all that.
So
You
check
ignore
this
all
out.
that? Come on, Lemon Pepper.
So right,
Loosen up.
this is what I wanted to
It's
ask y'all
irrelevant.
though. I wanted to ask a panel something. So this is where she is right now. This is absolutely a woman that we would dodge by any means necessary, right? You keep that out of your roster. Don't touch it. Just leave it alone, right? Now, how I care about society, right? Like a lot of times when I look at these situations, I try to be solutions based. And let's just say us as men, how do we avoid these women from even being created? What do we do? What do we do? What is it that we do? From
we can't
like,
have
all
to
right, because
avoid
look, listen, we know we avoid her, but a lot of women are ending up like this. A lot of our women are ending up like this in a faster rate than any other women are ending up like this, and we know it, right? So what I'm saying is that for our society to flourish, it would take some of us to do something about it, to try to get ahead of it. Are there any suggestions on something that we could do, or are we just going to say, fuck it, fuck our children, fuck our grandchildren? True, we got that. And we know.
That's all we got to do.
That's
Well,
it.
we first got to know what
That's all we
are the
can do.
circumstances that caused her to be in the situation she in. Like, was it indeed
Are you
her,
gonna blame it on the
her
man?
upbringing? Was
You
it
gonna blame
her
it on
not
the man,
having
Doc?
like?
Well, see, it's not about blame. It's not about blaming it on the men per se.
I didn't say blame it on the men.
It's a bunch of men. It's a bunch of men over here exchanging ideas tonight. So what we want to do is try to see what it is that we can do on our part, right? Because the women gonna do what they do sometimes, right? But we supposed to be guiding our women anyway. So if anything is gonna go down, it's gonna go through us, right? So that's all we're trying to say. Like,
Trev, can
what
I say
can we do?
something too?
Sure.
So Trevor, let me give my advice real fast. Most of these women are not willing to listen, and it's not for the man to guide them. It's not our job to guide them. You know who should be guiding them? Elder women. They're not going to listen to us as men. First of all, most of them going to look at us like we the enemy, or like Darwin said, we the blame for the reason why they so fucked up in the head about relationship. because one man.
Hold on, wait.
Did
Hold on,
dirty,
brother.
left him at the
I
prom.
can't let you
Hold on, man.
mischaracterize me and
Let
put
me
words
finish.
in my
Let
mouth.
me finish,
If
dog.
I wanted to say women
Let me
would have
finish.
blamed, I'm the most
Darwin,
fucking
let him
blunt
finish.
person. Hold
Let
on,
him
but
finish.
Let me finish, man.
first of all, you can't say I said that and then ask to be finished. You could take that
You
shit
did
back. I
say
didn't never
that.
say no
You
shit
you
like
said
that.
you said we need to look at the mirror. It's our fault that we're doing these women like
That's the
kids.
words that
That's why
came
they
out of my
act.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, that
Darwin.
ain't
It
what I
is.
said. Try again.
Okay. I'm gonna finish what I'm saying then. So when you got situations like that, they don't listen to us, men. They barely listen to elder women. That's who really needs to be teaching them. The elder women who has what they're looking for, has the lifestyle that they desire. That's who they need to be really listening to. Now, for those women who don't desire that, who don't want that, let them be. Everybody's not going to make it. We can't drag everybody across the finish line. We're wasting our time. We need to educate the ones who are ready to get on the ship and ready to go. We need to take the young girls and allow the mothers and the elder women to teach them so we can bring them along. Put our imprint. The ladies need to put their imprint on them now while they can, while they're still young and naive and willing to learn. Once they get to women like B. Simone age, she's done for. Now, can she be humble? Yes. Is there a chance for a change? If she's willing to. Or is she going to fall back to her default mode and continue to be stubborn and say, well, I'm going to be able to bounce back. I can get what I want to. Keep lying to themselves, keep deceiving themselves, thinking they can make a change, but all in a while, she's just trying to get a little bit more money in the bag so she could come back up. She ain't really trying to look for a real relationship, a real marriage, because if she was, she might not have been knocking down that blue collar man that Nick Cannon was talking to about. She might would have gave him a chance. But I promise you, if you come to right now, she'll still say, I don't want that blue collar man. I don't want him in no 9 to 5, him clocking out. Or he got to work overtime in order just to afford to do me anything. She's not going to want that because she still has that silly ass, childish, feminist mindset. I'll leave it there.
I wanted to say something too. Can y'all hear me too? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
I think because I was around when she said that last time when she said she didn't want a man who had a 9 to 5, but I didn't hear exactly what other people were hearing. Like when she said that I wanted a man who understood my lifestyle, I totally understood that. You know, I didn't think that she was saying, "Oh, you don't make enough money." I think she was literally saying like, "Yo, I want a man who I can up and go on a vacation with. Like he can plan out his next week and we can just go, we can dip." She was saying that she wanted somebody who really understood how she was living, and it made sense to me as an entrepreneur. You know, maybe other people took it a certain way, but I didn't think that she was downing certain, men who had a 9 to 5. I think she was just saying that's not what works for me. It doesn't, mesh with my lifestyle. But and I see her going through this situation now, and I didn't watch all the videos that y'all watched, but from what I gathered, I definitely saw that she said she was starting to shop at H&M and she couldn't really get the things that she couldn't really get the things that she used to get. She was shopping at H&M now. I think as an entrepreneur, if you've ever been an entrepreneur, we all go through that. We all go through, especially if you've ever made a large sum of money. You have to understand. You have to go through your bumps and bruises. Oh snap! I gotta pay taxes. Okay, like these things are like real. Like we really gotta
That's a
go. We really
personal
go through this.
problem.
Yeah, no. It's absolutely her problem. It's not your problem. But the thing is, anybody who's ever made a large sum of money on this panel can, I guarantee you, they understand like making money, losing money, and then having to get it back again, right? A lot of people have never done that. A lot of people have never, like B. Simone. I'm telling you, at her prime, she was probably making almost close to $10 million a year. Maybe between 5 and 10 million. At least that was her earning potential. Like she could have definitely made some good money. And if you're not aware of taxes and investing, that's going to get you real fast. So right now she's probably going through that phase of like, oh, I owe them IRS, got to pay them back, get on a payment plan. I can't be doing what I used to do. But the thing is, like, it's all about some people never supposed to have that money, but other people, if you really were supposed to have that money, you're going to get it back. So I'm not one of them people that's going to kick her while she's down because she's going through something that entrepreneurs go through. But I don't know what else y'all was watching though. Like I didn't see everything else, but I know just from that part of like I was up here and now I'm down here. It's a part of the plan. So
I was watching Life humble her. Life humbled her.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
poor financial decisions humbled her. Her lack of being able. I watched that Nick Cannon show. You're unable to put money aside and find the thing that is precious to you that will keep you over the hump of money. She got the outcomes that she wanted by her behavior. You can't deal with someone that's willing to love you. You put a dollar value before the things that are truly important. And you watch a woman hysterical, looking all crazy out here, using things that has nothing to do with entrepreneurial. You make your money, you pay your taxes, you do what you're supposed to do. That gets dissected from what you need to make your house a home. She spoke to Jason Wilson. She spoke to Nick Cannon. She spoke to Ayanla. She spoke to a bunch of people that gave her a framework that could possibly work in her benefit. Guess what she did? She rolled that off her shoulder and actually gave them the 1-2. And then she got in that position where she can't spin the block and go back to them because they gave her sound advice and said, reach out and let me be coachable to me. She did none of that. She laid into her friends, the yes people that was getting their little their little 5s and 10s, their little shekels, and they watch her discombobulate. And you know when you have stuff, because I've been in that position when I had a lot, you have people around you that's there for the getting. And if you're not wise enough to see it, when that getting is gone, you'll see them dissipate like roaches. They fed her ego, they fed that superficial need that she had, and then they watching and laughing as she's up there with a white face talking about she has to shop at H&M. That has nothing to do with your entrepreneurial spirit, because you know if you're a business owner, you got to save your nickels and dimes. You got to pay your taxes because you got nothing to fall back on. So we're not gonna let her get off at that. She's superficial at best.
She also the same one that got sued for plagiarism, right? Because she stole a book, wrote somebody else's book, plagiarized it. You know what I'm saying? Made a bunch of money off of it and got sued for it. Come on, man. Like,
Law, I'm gonna ask
she
real
made
quick.
a bid.
But Law, real quick, because how much? Oh, wait, hold on. How much do you know about that case, Law?
Shit, I know just what I said.
Okay, so you didn't really actually deep dive into it or anything like that.
I ain't do a super deep dive, but I know that's
okay.
We know more to it.
Yeah, because I think that's unfair to look at the outcome of like a civil litigation or something like that and assume somebody's guilty. I don't think that's reasonable or fair to do that.
Apologize for it.
Yeah, but you don't know really. We don't know the real context. We don't know if we would. Hold on. We don't know if we would reasonably look at that case and be like, oh, she purposefully meant to plagiarize this entire thing, or maybe her team did it, or maybe we don't really know the details of that. So I do think that it's unfair to kind of like do that, especially because you know how many men dealing with like grape cases and all that type of stuff, and we don't really know the details of what really actually happened, even if they settled and all that type of stuff. So I just wanted to say that. That's all.
I want to go back to
real dope. Even if she did it on purpose or she didn't do it on purpose, it's still plagiarism. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but for us to come at it like, for us to pile on top of like, yeah, and she did this and she did that, like, come on, that's corny. Especially if you don't know what happened. Yeah, she played.
All right, I dropped the ball. Is what she said about.
They're showing her character, right?
Simone
that's the thing. It may not show her character.
Now the comedian and entrepreneur has to explain why her book, Baby Girl, Manifest Your Life You Want, has become the topic of a plagiarism scandal. On Monday, she took the Instagram where she claimed that the plagiarized portions of the book were done by an outsourced company. So you're not even handling your business right?
Well,
you know you dropped the ball, right?
People,
what you mean?
Most people that write books, they have someone else write it though. Like that's very, very much so common.
Yeah,
hey, real dope.
Want us to be corny about.
Shouldn't be writing books.
Real dope. Let me ask you a question. Would you?
That's not most people that write books. Most people that write books actually write them.
Most celebrities. My bad, Marcus. Most celebrities that have books, someone else writes the book.
Hey Viz, this is a hill that you don't want to stand on. It's proofread. It's proofread, and then it's ran through the proper channels before it's put out. So that doesn't happen.
The proper channels. We don't know if it was ran through the proper channels.
Real dope.
Yeah,
would you date her?
If she has the capital to be able to go to a publicist or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They're just gonna just run it through. They're not going to see if it's plagiarized or whatever the case may be. They're going to receive it. They're going to get it from whoever wrote it. Look at it. All right, the edit looks good. All right, we're going to push it out.
Okay, so
why
why
wouldn't you date her?
They did it improper. Sorry about that, Marcus. Go.
Yeah, why wouldn't you date her, real dope?
She's not my type. For one, I don't think she don't got the body type for me. In the last video we seen, it looked like she crashing out, like she kind of like she crazy, like she fully in her crazy stage. I don't like she physically is not my type. Plus, like I'm one of them people who think she's very annoying when I hear her talk, and then she like cut everybody off, and she do that fast thing. She thinks you're funny. She's just not my type. I don't want to,
So you got the same sentiment as most of the men. Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, I wouldn't date her. But I just was saying, like, I'm always about being fair, and I think that yes, she's always going to be responsible for whatever her name is attached to. But at the same time, for us to come at her character because act like I'm going to take somebody's stuff and not get them credit for it, that may not have been the case. It may have been something where I trusted somebody to do something for me, and they didn't come through, and now I'm learning a lesson from it. That's all. I don't know what it is, but I'm just
more so pointing out the way she carries herself. This is the same woman that's crying because she can't shop at Bloomingdale's anymore. She has to shop at H&M. Well, guess what? Some people can't shop at all. You dig what I'm saying? Like get out of here with that superficial bullshit. She's just carrying on more things that show why a lot of people don't like her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just more of that. She also in that same interview talked about how she was upset. She was upset that she couldn't take credit for an opportunity one of her friends got. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? Like, come on, man.
Y'all didn't see that.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, you got to understand how out of touch you are sometimes. Like, there's people. I'm watching videos of children fighting for rice while there's missiles flying in the air, busting up the buildings in the background. And for her to say, "Oh, I got to shop at H&M right now," and these little kids ain't got no shoes on, it's like, what you mean, bro? Like, see, you don't even understand. Most people in real life is H&M. That's most people in real life if they lucky, right? We talking about 2/3 of Americans live in check to check, and regardless of, and she took the money when she was getting it. She didn't care about whatever it was that how she got it. You got to take the good with the bad. If you don't understand how to write a book, you should at least take the time to understand the proper channels. There's a wealth of information available on the internet. That's just lazy and being irresponsible, right? When you don't take the time to do that, you just saw another bag, another opportunity, and I get it. But when you don't run a business like a business is supposed to, and you have the means to pay for people that really do know what it is, or study. If you don't do your own research, it's a problem. If you're not looking behind your accountants, it's a problem. And I'm going to hold you responsible for it. If you lose your money, it's your fault. You have to be held accountable for your actions. What she was doing on that end of it is her fault, because there was resources available for that never to have happened to her. If she going to take the good with the money, then she going to take the bad when it's time to go too.
What is she blame for? What is she blame?
Exactly.
Name anybody?
Yeah, she said it.
No, but she's worried. She's doing that "woe is me" shit.
Yeah.
You talking about for the book short? For the book joint, I think she did. Go ahead, Law.
Yeah, hold on. I got it pulled up.
Yeah.
She was saying she reached out directly to every content creator, and even though it was not intentional, she was very sorry. And what happened was, she didn't realize it was being plagiarized.
Yeah, she made a mistake.
We hired a team that we trusted.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That happens a lot with celebrities, again, that write books, ebooks, whatever the case may be. They're going to have somebody else write it because she don't know how to write a damn book.
Not right though, right?
Hold on. So let me try to get some clarity out of this. Are y'all saying this woman wrote a book? It was plagiarized. She got sued. Now she can't shop the way she wants because she lost all her money.
Well, no, this is not this is just one of her things that went wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's something that did happen.
What is the catalyst for her not being able to continue maintain the lifestyle?
She's supposedly a comedian, not really that funny. She was on Wild and Out, and she's an internet personality.
She had a popular podcast with her best friend, or one of her best friends, that was seemingly on the rise, and then due to her personality and her best friend's personality, they start beefing. And some of the things that B. Simone is like that we have an issue with, she also couldn't maintain that friendship. So that went on a decline. And while she was at the height of her career, she took shots at a lot of people. So she didn't make friends on the way up too. Yeah. So all of that stuff on this, like she was supposed to be on Joe Budden's podcast on one point. Like she had, yeah.
Real quick, I just want to know who in the fuck is reading the B. Simone book? Like that's the problem. Like that is wild. Like who?
But that's the point down there though.
I'll be good and goddamn if I spend one of my Audible credits that I get from Amazon a month on a fucking B. Simone book.
I think you got to look at the reality of the people that's her fans. They have a different reality than you, so they might read it.
Exactly. The only way that she was able to accumulate the wealth that she did was by her having a following, right? By her tribal following too. By her dissing whoever she dissed while she was coming up. You know, there's a demographic of people, of women that get off by that shit. So somebody was like, hey, we riding this wave right now. Let's do a book. Yeah, let's do a book. I know a person. And they just sent it off to somebody and sent it back to her and put her name on it. That's how the game works.
Yeah, you got to, and that's the thing about business is like building a team, and your team can make or break you. You got to build it. You need a tax strategist. You need a accountant. You need this. You need that. You need all of these things, and they have the power to make and break you. But that's why you got to build a good team, and when you have one, you don't let it go. So a lot of people build bad teams because they don't know how to team build. They're not actual leaders, right? And I don't like how we kind of like saying like, oh, well, she's crashing out, she's crying. Like my girl will cry over a fucking her meal not being right. Oh, they brought me out the wrong thing. She start crying. We know how women are. They're emotional. Like us, we'll go through something like this, and we like, all right, it is what it is. We about to start building back up. But girls won't cry about it because they're not as strong as they say. They're not us. They're different. They're gonna cry about it every second, and they're gonna complain.
We can understand that, right?
The issue we have with her is she's an obnoxious woman.
That doesn't make it that we don't have to accept it or we don't have to choose it. The same way women should know that men necessarily aren't going to be emotional. We're going to be more logical. They can understand that, but still not have to accept it. Just because we understand that women are soft and they cry babies, don't mean that we have to choose that for ourselves, especially when it comes at such a exponentially more annoying rate with a woman like B. Simone. Like her being emotional and all that shit, like bro made her sound like a turkey when Kevin Samuel was doing that sound. Like, and then her voice, like who wants to wake up to that? Like, fellas on the panel, who would choose B. Simone over the women they got right now?
I don't think nobody.
This is the thing, right? All of y'all women are regular as far as being a celebrity. I'm saying they probably look better. You know, we're not gonna disrespect nobody, old lady. But y'all have regular women that can't put you in positions, it put you in rooms with some other sort of celebrities to give you opportunities. Not one of y'all says y'all would take that lady over, take B. Simone over y'all women. That should tell you everything. Like this whole conversation should be buttoned up right there. Like she is cooked. The Father Time and Gravity and the IRS are undefeated, and all three of them niggas are jumping her right now. So.
That's funny.
Hey, Willie, somebody.
Whose fault is this? I know Real Dope is.
It's her fault.
I guess saying we shouldn't pile on this heifer.
No,
let this heifer live. No, man. Look, this is what you call reality. So this is what that we keep talking about. This is the reality she got to face. I don't have no sympathy for the heifer. She surely don't have the sympathy for the deceased when she was talking about Martin Luther King, how bad of a father he was. Him being a husband ain't got to do with the father. That's two separate things. But she took shot at, and everybody thought she was wrong. Some people thought she was wrong. Some people thought it was funny. But now the shoe's on her foot. Now the rabbit got the gun. So whose fault is that she's going through what she's going through? She deserves everything she's getting right now. And I'm glad she's going through it. I'm happy the heifer is suffering. And I hope she continue to suffer with the rhetoric where she putting out and this bullshit she putting out. Look, why didn't she read the book before they put it out on the shelves? Why didn't she proofread her goddamn self? Why? She probably can't read. So why didn't she get books on tape or something? Let them motherfuckers read it to a dumbass. But I'm glad she's suffering. You said build a team. Somebody probably told her that you need to build a team. But she probably tried to go the cheap route, said, well, I'm going to save money and not build a team. I'm just going to let my auntie do it. Fuck that. Let her suffer.
I wouldn't wish. I don't wish ill on anybody, right? Well, not many people. It's a couple people. Fuck them. But what I don't think is that we keep missing is like the same way that all of these B. Simone type bitches jumped on Chris Brown head after that shit, or any of these other men when they get accused of something and they just band together and say shit like, I don't need the facts. I'm standing, on her side. Look at Megan Thee Stallion. Look at the crazy Disney bitch, DDG babe, whatever her name is. Like the same way these women always saying dick ride these other, clit ride these women when you're saying it's a man that's going against and the man is the one falling off and they're trying to uplift them. I have no issue with what Hink is doing right now, because at the end of the day, the only people who tend to get grace in these situations are women, and the men don't get grace, and it's because it's our fault. We're men. We're supposed to do shit, right? It's her fault that she put her name on a book that she's pleasurized by simple fact that she did it and she didn't do her own due diligence. She trusted people, and when you trust someone, that is literally part of the job. You can delegate responsibility, authority, but not responsibility. So she was overall responsible for that decision, and then she did the whole that. Her response was a PR statement. She didn't say that wasn't her writing, because anytime they say I hired someone who I thought I could trust, or I guess that's what PR people say. It's a second level deflection. That's all she was doing. Like that girl knew what she was doing. She wanted to get a bag and didn't think she was gonna get caught because she thought she was just what do they say? Too big for her britches. That girl's at the top of her fucking. She's at her peak and was shooting down at people and like punching down on folks. And now, like, what's the Tyler Perry might say, you're saying, ain't it funny how life come around? The same people you mistreat going up, you see them coming down. That's what's happening to her. Like, so I feel where he's coming from, but and I just don't want to wish too bad on her. But I'm also not going to hope that she gets any opportunities to recover, unless she earns them.